evening. We are Spree. Briefly before... Let's start. Right. So, good evening. We are Spree. Briefly before we jump into the app, I'm going to quickly introduce you to the team that has been drinking litres and litres of Red Bull to make this for you.
So here's the problem. Mobile commerce has been increasing rapidly over the past few years, and it's more than doubled since last year. It now accounts for a quarter of all online sales, and brands are struggling to keep up. In order to do this, they've increased mobile spending for advertising by 145%. However, other opportunities for marketing, such as affiliate marketing, have yet to produce something specific for mobile, which they can tap into.
So the solution, Spree is a mobile application. It holds flash sales of high street branded products, and the sales last up to 20 minutes. So the user, that's me. I hold this iPhone in my hand all day long, and I kind of graduated a few years ago. I still haven't got the wage to splash out on the big brands, so I'm using these discount stores such as Gill and Secret Sales. Problem is, I haven't got enough time in the day to go through all the emails that are coming into my inbox.
By targeting specifically for mobile first, we can take opportunities such as pop-up notifications. So instead of having to flood our inboxes with deals which might not be relevant, we send one single notification to the user's phone at the exact moment when the sale is going on. So you've got 5 minutes to fulfill this deal. The opportunity for marketers is that they get an easy route in for mobile. They also have the opportunity to fulfill large volumes very, very quickly. So the actual model for this is similar to other affiliate networks. We're going to be taking a commission, but we have looked at other different models we could use, such as pay-per-click, or even using our own brand, which allows us to have a higher markup. So by positioning ourselves as mobile first, we're able to take use of these short-lived flash sales. You can't do this with mobile marketing for a 5-minute sale. It just wouldn't have been possible. And these are where these guys who are big brands have positioned themselves. By also having only kind of short sales, up to 20 minutes, we're able to much tightly control the campaign and not allow voucher codes to escape through the net. So far, we've released an iPhone app and an Android app. We've secured 100 Facebook users, and we've also got 50 unique sign-ups using our online account. So now if we can go into a bit of a demo.
Joe, just one step.
Okay, so 80% of 18 to 45-year-old users keep their mobile phone within a hand's reach 80% of the time. Mobile is the opportunity, the gateway between their physical and their digital lives.
And clearly, Spree bridges this gap. We are providing a solution. So now I'll hand over to these guys for a demo. So.
We'd like to show you these afterwards if possible. So this is the iPhone application. The user logs in, signs up using Facebook, and chooses which brands they want to follow. You will only ever get the brands you want to follow, no spam. Then, so this would be, so imagine a pop-up notification has just arrived saying you have been offered a sale from Zara, you have 5 minutes to fulfill these purchases, you can scroll through which ones you want, and you can get the deals. I'd like to show you the same for Android. What we'd like to do in the future is to bring out a iPad application, specifically because conversion rates are actually higher than on desktop. There is also the opportunity in the future to expand into other markets such as homeware, using something like Zara Home, which would be a stepping stone into that section. What we'd like to do to get traction fast is to target one of the large retailers that have multiple brands within them, get a long-term contract, and we can also, through these sales, we can provide actionable metrics for online sales that they might not be able to get otherwise. This is the Android application.
Time.
Thank you.
So how do you source the deals?
Source the deals. So we did think about going through not affiliate networks, but going to affiliate agencies that are obviously in contact with all of the bigger brands. What we'd like to do, they would have to be they'd have to be specific deals with all of the bigger brands. And what I would suggest doing is, it's going to take us maybe 6 months to try to persuade one of these bigger retailers that have brands in them to offer an exclusive deal with them for maybe a year, maybe 2 years. Whilst doing that, we'll be working with smaller brands, which we can actually provide the metrics back towards, so we can actually try to persuade the bigger networks to use us.
How do you imagine that relationship to work? Because obviously that's not like in 20 minutes flash sales cycles. That's not how Zara thinks. That's not how Topshop thinks. They're even struggling to do 2 weeks.
Yes. Yeah. So could you please rephrase the question again?
How does your relationship with the retailer work? Because they don't think in 5-minute sales cycles. So are you taking on the inventory and you're taking the risk?
So what because it's completely customizable, they probably come to us saying we need to get rid of this amount of inventory, and we'd be able to split that up into separate sales, right? So we'd split the campaign over a set number of time. We'd have a initial sale to begin with, maybe 5 minutes, see what we get back from that, and then we can continue to have these flash sales once a week, once every couple of days, until we fulfil those sales.
And I think that the other aspect of it is that Zara haven't got data at the moment about mobile sales. This is a chance for them to find out information about how people react to their products when they're on a mobile phone.
If I could add just one more point, for actual user acquisition, one thing we did have as a social plugin basically is we give the users the opportunity to extend the time for their flash sale by tweeting, by posting to Facebook, which automatically puts their brand and the discount in front of other people.
And so the 20-minute or the 5-minute thing,
yeah,
are there always sales on? And I ask because sometimes I'll want to go shopping. Am I going to go onto your app, find nothing,
so
and lose me?
this is yes. So what we did here. Okay, so what we did here is primarily pop-up notification based. So it's unlike any other application that's really out there. Okay. What we talked about this. We don't really want to log in, put in your details, and then immediately say, right, we'll let you know when there's something on. So we said for the first time that the user logs in, we will give them this sale from one of the brands that they've liked that will maybe only last 5 minutes, and essentially we say, thanks, this deal is now over. Unless you fulfill that purchase, please wait to hear from us. And we can use networks such as Twitter to say, we've heard that we might be getting a sale in from Tommy Hilfiger later. Stand by your phones.
But after speaking to Silkthread, I think a big part of it will be working out what times of day and what times of the week people are more likely to use their mobile phones. So maybe we send out offers on a Sunday morning because that's when people are sitting on their sofa with a bacon sandwich and they want to just buy a necklace.
Well done, guys.